something completely different.
Oh, happy hot topic!
My mom gets called a murderer. They say that she's money hungry. They say that she needs more fame. My mom doesn't, that's not how my mom is.
Now, that's Allison Holker's daughter. It's DJ Twitch's daughter. Now, of course, you're going to defend your mom. But your mom's a clout chaser.
Allison Holker's daughter is coming to her defense after the dancer received backlash for detailing her husband Stephen Twitch Boss's death by suicide. Her 16-year-old daughter Weslie speaks out over her mom's comments in a 30-plus minute video on her Instagram.
Oh my God, sometimes I feel weird putting up a 5-minute video.
I just feel like things needs to be addressed, and
Why do they need to be addressed? You're a teenager. Go do homework.
I'd rather it come from me to defend my family than anybody else, just because I feel like it's important.
So you don't think it's bad that your mom wrote a book and told everybody about your dad's problems? You don't see the flaw in that?
I'm so sick of getting hate comments and seeing my...
This is that thing that teenagers don't know, is when you respond to hate comments, you're making it a bigger deal.
My mom get hate for literally losing the person that she loves.
But it's not that. We're hating on her because she's exploiting your dad. And I know you love your mom and you don't want to think that, but your mom is ruining your dad's reputation. We're not hating because of her. We didn't even know who she was until a week ago. And that's the thing, is she's writing this book to be famous because no one's talking about Allison Holker.
And I have siblings, this is their dad.
And though Weslie says Stephen never legally adopted her, he was the person who raised her entire life. As she says, quote, "He never made me feel like anything besides his daughter. I think that speaks to who he was."
Okay, that's good. Tell your mom this. You're doing a perfect job of saving his legacy. That's beautiful that you had a good dad. Every girl should have a good dad because daddy issues are a real thing. But your mom's not doing this.
After all, Weslie admits that she went to Stephen for, quote, everything after he entered her life when she was just 3 years old.
He seemed like such a good dude, man. And they have such a cloud-chasing life.
He's the person I would cry to. He's the person, he'd wake me up every morning. We'd get breakfast. He's the person that I would see when he came home from work. We lived in the same 4 walls.
That's great. That's great. We know he was a good guy. We know that. Tell your mom that.
And now I'm getting hate for him leaving. And I don't get it.
Here's the thing, is when people make videos about things that are public, like my ex-girlfriend, when people do that, you're just reliving the pain over and over.
Hurtful.
While promoting her upcoming memoir, This Far, Allison discussed Stephen's alleged addiction and details from his personal journal entries, actions and accusations his family slammed her for sharing.
Listen, because I'm trying to be careful when I'm ranting about a video of a 16-year-old, but do you think if your dad knew what your mom did, he'd be applauding it? He'd be like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're airing on my dirty laundry." Think about it.
For her part, Allison says she was trying to raise awareness to substance abuse and mental health issues.
But that's fine. Anybody else can, address the substance abuse thing. There's plenty of people out there doing PSAs. You were doing it for attention. Don't lie to us, Allison. We're not stupid like you.
Which Weslie agrees with.
My mom gets called a murderer.
No one's saying that. We're calling her a clout chaser.
They say that she's money hungry.
She is.
They say that she needs more fame. My mom...
Yeah, then if you don't need the money, donate the money to a drug counseling organization. Of all the money you make from the book, every cent, Allison Holker.
That's not how my mom is. My mom never said that Stephen was an addict. Let me say that.
No, she just implied it. This video is not helping the case.
Never said that he was an addict. But if y'all want to take a headline for a news article and...
But she said it. She said there were drugs in his closet and that she didn't know him. She didn't fully say he was a drug addict, but she implied it. She didn't go, "I think that was Ellen's drugs he was holding on to." She didn't say any of that.
Turn that into being the thing that you're paying attention to most.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal to have your mom throwing your dad under the bus.
That's literally on you, right? He'd be open and vulnerable about him smoking weed.
Okay, but she didn't say that. She said the other drugs. It just didn't feel right. When you have his mom and his brother defending him that are the actual blood, and I'm not trying to say because it's his stepdaughter that it doesn't matter, but when you have the actual blood defending it and not the cloud-chasing mom you have, you should maybe listen to the blood.
Also, my mom's not calling him a terrible person for smoking weed.
She never said that. She just had no reason to announce that he did it. Typical 16-year-old behavior.
Like, guys, let's get it together. But when you have 2 years after somebody committed suicide, to sit here and question every interaction you had, every single thing they did, obviously my mom's like, maybe I should have paid more attention to.
Yeah, but you don't say that. You tell your therapist that. Because then TMZ runs with it.
Him smoking a lot of weed. Maybe that was a sign.
No, that's not the sign. It was the mushrooms and the other things, even though I'm on mushrooms. And it's not even that big of a deal. Look at how much of a cloud chaser your mom is. I'd have to be high to be around her.
He also explains why her mom had friends and family sign an NDA ahead of his January 2023 funeral.
Yeah, that was a little suspicious.
My mom asked for NDAs to be signed when we were seeing Steven's body, because God forbid somebody that went to that took a photo of Steven and put it on the internet, or, shared it with somebody else.
That's a fair point.
That's the type of things that NDAs are for. It's not so you can never talk about Steven. You can't ever talk about, you grieving him. You can't post about it. That's not what it is.
But you shouldn't be posting about it. He's dead. He can't defend himself.
And for all the people saying it, I just feel like you're uneducated.
Okay, that's cool. You're 16 years old. You're uneducated. And I'm trying to be careful, but she's saying stupid things.
Weslie also notes her mom was lenient if someone refused to sign.
She's still nice, she's still kind, she's still forgiving, but you have to know, even when Steven was alive, people that attended our events, they would have to sign NDAs, but now just because it's my mom handing the paper, it's different.
Well, your mom did it to herself. Stop acting like your mom's a victim. She did it to herself.
And it's just annoying.
This video's annoying.
It's annoying.
And as for her relationship with her stepdad's family, Weslie shares she decided to take a step away from them.
Yeah, so you're saying that you love your dad and that your mom did everything right, but then you're not hanging out with the family that disagrees with what she did? Stop it.
But her siblings see them as often as possible, despite living in different states.
I've slowly started to remove myself from because...
So you're just becoming a Gen Alpha, Gen Z version of your mom. If the people that gave birth and are actually related to your dad, your stepdad, don't like what she did, then maybe they should listen. Maybe you should listen to them.
They don't make me feel comfortable.
Yeah, because you're a brat. I'll just say it. You're a brat.
And my mom's the one making the effort and feeling like it's a need and a necessity to see them.
This is what the mom did too. You put out all the dirty laundry online. This is not what Steven wanted. Steven was a sad man who killed himself. And now you got everybody arguing over what the mom wrote. This is what's wrong with the mom. I know your mom is your mom. I get it. Come on.
Because she cares.
She doesn't care about him. Steven's mom and brother and everybody that's mad about him. I care more about your dad than your mom does.
That's I don't know. Everyone's pushing for this narrative that my mom's not trying or
she's not. I'll just say it.
If kids are being withheld from Steven's family, no.
They're not being withheld. You brats just don't want to see them.
No.
Because your mom provides the money with the estate that your dad probably had. And if you side with his family, then you lose the money. We're not stupid. I'm 15 years older than you. I know your games.
I've literally seen them more than when Steven was alive. But when I did see them, when Steven was around, it was cool. We were a family.
In the end, she says all the drama was unnecessary.
Your mom created it.
I just feel like all of this drama is unnecessary because...
Well, talk to your mom then.
Frankly, at the end of the day, regardless of what's tit for tat back and forth, we're never going to get Steven back.
We know that. But maybe you can tell your mom to shut up.
Hoppe